The following presentation is brought to you by the Hatboro-Horsham Television Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight the HHTV season kicks off with Hatboro-Horsham football as the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters take on the Crusaders from Lansdale Catholic. I'm Bill Rowan alongside Justin Notoriani on his first broadcast. Tonight, Hatboro-Horsham comes into the game 0-2. They've lost back-to-back games against non-division opponents Quakertown and Penridge. Lansdale Catholic coming in winning their first two games of the season, and in the past 2 years, Lansdale Catholic has won both games against Hatboro-Horsham. As we get ready for kickoff here at Hatters Stadium, Hatters will be kicking the ball off to the Crusaders. Crusaders have an insanely fast-paced offense with number 21, who is really a phenomenal athlete for the Crusaders. And the kick is away. Number 24, the Crusaders has it. And he's tackled down at the 22-yard line. Justin, what are you looking for in LC overall tonight? What are you looking for offensive strategy-wise, Justin?
I'm looking for a lot of down around the 33-yard line. That'll be a first down at the 33 for the Crusaders.
Here are the Lansdale starters. Quarterback number 7, Mike Basali. 27, Tim Swarziski. Fullback 25, Marlon Feinsmarker. Ryan Quigley, Pat Schmidley. And there goes the play. Handoff to number 25. He takes it, gets the first down completion, tackled in plus territory at the 47-yard line. Another one for Lansdale Catholic who's really a big runner is Ryan Quigley. He's number 21 on the team, and he is a phenomenal player. He plays both sides of the ball, offense and defense as well. He's a running back on offense, and here comes the defense. Chapman, Suter, Mason, Smith, Fitzgerald, Broadus, Kiwatanowski, Paglio, Galehouse, Bruno, and Chapman for the defensive line. There goes Hatboro-Horsham defense as they go after Quigley. Quigley's down at the 29-yard line, and already with 27 seconds into the game, Lansdale Catholic's already threatening as they are close to the red zone.
Ball spot at the Hatters 30-yard line.
Ball is on the Hatters 30-yard line. First down, 10 to go. Hatboro-Horsham defense lacking in the past two games. They've given up 93 points. First game of the season was a loss to Penridge, 55-24. Quigley on the outside. He is going to be down at the 23-yard line, gain of 7.
Just the 25 down to about the 21-yard line of the Hatters.
Again, the Hatboro-Horsham defense not really there the past two games, giving up 93 points, 55 to Penridge alone. Last week, Quakertown doubled up the score, beating them 38-19 on the road. First home game here for the Hatters, and next week's game, because of the papal visit, has been moved to next Thursday night. Again, next week's game, Friday night, will be played Thursday night in the lights.
On the carry over the left side. Across the 20 down to about the 17-yard line of the Hatters.
17-yard line. Lansdale Catholic is in the red zone, and they're threatening with 10:30 left on the clock. First and 10 for the Crusaders as they are already at the 18-yard line. Penalty call. Five yards back for, looks like encroachment. First and 15 for the Crusaders on the Hatters' 23-yard line. Justin, as you can tell, Lansdale Catholic, already 2 minutes into this game, has gone from the 20-yard line in their zone to the 23 of Hatboro-Horsham, really showing you how fast-paced of an offense they have. Handoff. Nice grab there.
Number 25, Spencer Roger takes that kick out from the Phillies across the 15-yard line.
Clean there with the pickup.
Ball is spotted at the Hatters' 11-yard line.
Hatters 11. Ball we played. Crusaders still have possession. Just, you've noticed they have not passed the ball. What do you think the whole strategy with running is?
Well, I think that they are going to try to keep it out of the hands of the Hatters right now, and I think running is the best way to do that.
Again with Vestenmeyer.
Across the 10-yard line, runs into the wall of Hatters' defensive lineman. Brought down at the Hatters' 9-yard line.
Lansdale really deep into it. They are first and goal right now with 3rd and 1. Again, tonight is the Athletics Wall of Fame night. Tonight during halftime we have a special ceremony too, where a few lucky former Hatters athletes alumnus will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. Down at the 2-yard line is Quigley, almost in for the score.
2-yard line.
Really close there. Quigley using them powerful legs. As we said earlier, Quigley is the primary focus on this Crusader squad. He plays both sides of the ball. He is a safety, running back, stay with me here, Justin. Safety and running back, kick returner, and punt returner. So he's using those legs not only for running, but he's also catching and, scoring. Touchdown, Crusaders.
Touchdown for Lansdale Catholic.
And Lansdale Catholic strictly on the board with the touchdown with 8:26 left in the first quarter. They're up 6-0. And those of you who are unfamiliar with PIAA football, 4 quarters, 12 minutes in length with a 10-minute halftime. Tonight's themes for both games, Lansdale Catholic went throwback to the 80s, and Hatboro-Horsham, it's a blackout. PAT attempt by the Crusaders. It's good, and the Crusaders up 7-0, 8:26 remaining. Here's a replay of the touchdown by the Crusaders. Sneaks right in there for the touchdown, and the Crusaders up 7-0 after the PAT is between the posts, and the Hatters will get to receive the ball. Hatters offense takes the field as Casey Walsh is waiting in the wings so that he can come in and hopefully get even with the Crusaders.
Hatters will receive the kickoff. Anthony, number 28, is deep.
Little swift. Picked up by Broadus, and ball will be called.
But in the end zone, it's touchback. The Hatters will start first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Hatters will start at the 20-yard line after Broadus had 1 foot in the end zone. They take it out to the 20. Hopefully the Hatters offense takes off here as Casey Walsh comes into the game.
After every Hatters touchdown, football will be thrown into the stand.
7-0 Lansdale Catholic, 8:24 to go in the first quarter of play.
Every Hatters touchdown, cheerleaders will throw football into the stand.
Running play. Hard hit there. 1-yard gain there for the Hatters. And here are your offensive starters for the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters, led by Walsh, Suter, Mason, Noru, Brodus, Lee, Edmondson, Shuck, Pagliaro, Galelli, and Galehouse are your Hatters starters for tonight's game. Casey Walsh pass it.
Ball complete up to the 25-yard
Gain
line.
of 2, 3rd and 7.
Shot from Noxley on the
And here are the Lansdale Catholic Crusaders. Huggins, Sheets, Picozzi, Okoji, Dolan, Salino, Gambone, Petruski, Malater, Fenstermacher, and Quigley as the safety. Again, Quigley, the big guy, running on both sides of the ball. Hatters run it fake.
Walsh on the keeper up close to the 30-yard
Kept by Walsh. He gains 1. Goes to 4th
short of the 30 at the
and 4.
29-yard line.
And it looks like the Hatters will punt the ball, as they didn't do anything there. It's going to be a 3 and out. Ball on their own 29-yard line. And there are the Crusaders sporting white shirts and gold pants, and the Hatters with their traditional all black. Oh, they do go with it. Turnover on downs as the Crusaders drop 2 yards, and they will pick up with the ball on Hatboro-Horsham's own 27-yard line. Lansdale Catholic defense, 3 and out for the Hatters. And that was a surprising call there by Coach Busta, as they elected to go for it with 4th and 1. Time is called. Timeout called by the Hatters. 6:51 to go. Justin, as you can see, Hatters are kind of scrambling. What do you think they need to do in order to keep pace with the Crusaders?
I think they need to
Yeah, as you know, you said earlier, defense has given up 93 points. Hatboro-Horsham has only scored 43. So there's a differential of 50 points that had been scored by the defense. Again, that blowout in the first game of the season by the Hatters, they lost 55-24 against the Rams from the Ridge, that is Penn Ridge. And last week, Quakertown doubled them up 38-19. Hatboro-Horsham down by a score here, 6:51 to go in the first quarter. Crusaders back on offense. Ball starts at the 20-yard line. Quigley. Nice play by Quigley as he somersaults the Hatters defense.
Down close to the 10-yard line. Tackled there by number 32 of the Hatters, Josh Smith. Ball spotted at the Hatters 11-yard line.
Catholic.
Fenstermacher on the carry, number 25, across the 10 down to about the 7-yard line
the
of the
senior,
Hatters.
coming in at 6 foot, 180 pounds, all of its speed. With the run there,
6-yard line,
all the 6-yard line, 2nd and 5.
For the Crusaders.
Crusaders up by a score. 7-0 Lansdale Catholic in this non-conference, non-league game. Penalty call after
Stop
Quigley's
for
run.
a loss, but there is a flag on the play.
Lansdale Catholic up by 7. Haven't really passed the ball. Actually, they have not passed the ball. They have rushed
Against the
all
Crusaders.
10 of their
Ball
plays.
now spotted at the Hatters 16-yard line.
Ball's going to be on the Hatters
Second down will be
16-yard line.
replayed.
Second down, 15 to go. Second and long. So Catholic quarterback runs it. Takes it down to the
Philly on the
6-yard
quarterback
line.
keeper across the 5-yard line. Stops at the Hatters
Mike Vasily,
4-yard line.
he took a nice healthy run there.
That
Takes
will
it down
be
to
a
the
3rd and 3 for the Crusaders.
30-yard line, and the Crusaders are again knocking on the Hatters' back door. 3rd and 3, 4:53 to go. A big dog
Woodley
pile.
runs into the right side of the line.
Question is he in or is he out? Ooh, he's going to be down at the 1-yard line.
Ball is spotted at the Hatters 1-yard line. Not enough for the
4th
first
and
down.
inches. It looks like Lansdale Catholic's going to go for it.
At the
Justin,
Hatters
do you think they pass it
1-yard
into the
line.
end zone or do they rush it into the end zone? You're right.
Up over
Quigley
the
with
top.
his second touchdown of the game.
Scores the
Lansdale
touchdown
Catholic
for the Crusaders.
is now nearly 13-0 now. Lansdale Catholic, another touchdown by Quigley, another rush play. Well, via the ground as the PAT
Carbone
unit
on to
comes out.
kick the extra
It's
point
up
for the Crusaders.
and it's whistled dead.
So, whistle dead, flag on the play.
13-0 Crusaders with 14:11 to go.
Encouragement penalty is called against the Hatters. We will kick again. Carbone.
Ryan
For Philly to
Carbone
hold.
is going to be kicking it at Silioli. Kicks up. It's bueno. 14-0 Crusaders. 4:11 to go. Replay by the touchdown by Quigley. Up. Bend over. And referee's calling it. And that's where we stand with a 14-0 game. You're watching the Hatboro-Horsham Television Network. Lansdale Catholic taking on Hatboro-Horsham in the first quarter of play. First Hatboro-Horsham Hatters home game of the 2015 football season. I'm Bill Rome alongside Justin Floriani. And down on the sidelines, our freshman reporter, Riley Shive, and we'll be hearing from her later on in the game. Tonight's the Wall of Fame game. Athletic alumnus will be inducted into the 2015 Wall of Fame.
Calvin Broadus, Yoli back to receive the kickoff for the Hatters.
Calvin brought us back to
Carbone
the
kicking
kickoff.
off number 2 for the Crusaders.
It's up, high, shallow. Let it. Going to be whistled down.
Way on the return for the Hatters.
27-yard line.
Check that was Broadus, number 6.
Broadus again. There are two Broadus brothers on the Hatters team. Jeremy Broadus, the freshman, and Calvin Broadus, the sophomore. Lansdale Catholic, as you can tell in the upper left-hand corner of your screen, they threw it back to the lovely 80s For those of you who remember the 80s, I was not even being thought of then. That is what their theme is, and tonight the Hatters are going with the blackout. Hatters rush, clears the 50-yard line, down at the 46. Hatters into positive territory for the first time tonight. A nice, healthy run there by Broadus.
22 up the middle for the Hatters. Across the 50 to the 47-yard line of the Crusaders. Mason again up the middle across the 45 down to the 42-yard line of the Crusaders.
Gain of 3. Hatters in Crusaders territory for the first time tonight. Let's see if they can threaten Justin Hatboro-Horsham. One pass ruled incomplete, which caused a 4th down. Hatters would attempt to go for the ball with 4th and inches. Did not happen. Do they pass here? Looks like yes. Deep pass. Open receiver. Hatters touchdown. Notice from Casey Walsh, and the Hatters are within a touchdown. 14-6. Crusaders in the lead. 3:08 to go here in the first quarter. What a pass by Casey Walsh. An absolute bullet. Right on point. Justin. Hello, Hatboro-Horsham. They smelled the coffee. What is your thought of that? Casey Walsh, the senior, 3 years of experience in his last year. Kicking unit comes out. Hits good. No good. Oh, just wide. That angle looked like it went in. Slightly wide. That is another problem for the Hatters. They're not making the extra point. There's the Hatters bench. 14-6. Crusaders in lead. PAT no good. What a pass by Casey Walsh. 28 yards. Incredible. Yeah, definitely reminds me of 2 years ago, the Thanksgiving game. A 40-yard pass for a touchdown, eventually ending in a loss to Upper Moreland. For those of you who are not exactly familiar with what we're talking about, Thanksgiving game was here 2 years ago, and that was a 28-21 loss against Upper Moreland, as we see the Hatters cheerleaders and the Hatters fan section. This game is also only played every 2 years. The alumnus of Hatboro-Horsham only get inducted every 2 years when we do have the rivalry game, and they will also be honored in the next football game we cover, which is indeed the Thanksgiving Day game here at Hatters Stadium. Hatters come home for the Battle of the Border, which is renewed. 14-6. Crusaders in the lead, 3 minutes and 14 seconds. And it looks like they're going to be doing some push-ups down there, the cheerleaders. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Get your push-ups in there. Always a little physical fitness, and it's back. Gobbled about the 18-yard line. Lansdale Catholic unstoppable, taken down at the 32.
Returned by Bullet, volunteer number 5 up to the Hatters. Crusaders checked at their own 33-yard line. Crusaders will start on offense at their own 32-yard line.
Hatboro-Horsham, so far, not bad. Definitely what's kind of surprising is that they've ran the ball as many times as they did. And there goes Ryan Quigley, and he'll pick up 2. But what's surprising to me, Justin, is that Hatboro-Horsham is running the ball more than they passed. 2 passes tonight. One was good for a touchdown, the other incomplete, which caused a 4th and 1 situation. Overall, the Hatters are primarily a throwing team, but with a defense such as Lansdale Catholic, when you got that backfield of Quigley, you know, what are you going to do there? If you're in the coach's headset, what are you saying for the defense and the offense, Justin?
For the Hatters, tackling the silly and moving.
Yeah, I would agree with that. And Looks like 3rd and 6, ball on Lansdale Catholic's own 36. Catholics set up. .725 here. 1 minute 42 seconds left. Game time temperature brought to you by the Weather Channel. 75 degrees, not a single cloud in the sky, a little bit of humidity, but overall a great night for football, quoting the Lansdale Catholic defensive coordinator. As you can see, Lansdale Catholic has quite the turnout here. Nice big fan section over on the right side of their bleachers. Very good so far. Lansdale Catholic, not surprised, rushing the ball quickly again. Nice little bottleneck defense there by the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. Send in quickly back 4 yards. 2nd and 10 right now with a minute and some change to go. Ball's on Lansdale Catholic's own 48-yard line. 2nd and 8, 14-6. Lansdale Catholic leading Hatboro-Horsham.
With the Crusaders at their own 48-yard line.
Overall, Hatboro-Horsham still in the game, but the question is for how long? Here goes quickly again. He gets a couple yards. 35 seconds left in the first quarter.
49-yard line, but there is a penalty indication is against the Crusaders.
Clock stopped with 26 seconds left. Refs coming together, talking about something. This is the opening night technically for the Hatters. They have played 2 other games, both losses. Lansdale Catholic coming to this game red hot. Their first game of the season, man, they stomped all over William Penn Charter 42-7. That game was played out of state down the shore in Ocean City. Last game they played Springfield Township, a 21-6 victory over the Trojans of Springfield Township. Lansdale Catholic comes to the line. 6 seconds. Timeout called by Lansdale Catholic with 5 seconds to go.
For every Hatters touchdown, there are footballs being donated and thrown into the audience. It's been donated by the Willow Grove Physical Therapy. We thank you very, very much.
So far, a good game overall for the Hatters. They're only down by 8. Not too bad yet, but Lansdale Catholic can put up some numbers.
There are signs posted around the stadium tonight.
And we're going to toss it down to Riley Shive, who's down on the field. Riley, take it away.
Down on Blair Mill Road, a fundraiser for the Hatboro football program.
My pleasure to introduce the 2015 induction class. John Burian, the 1979 to 80 girls basketball team, and the 1982 football team.
All right, thanks for that report, Riley. We come back 14-6. LC over HH. Lots of fun, exciting action. 5 seconds to go, 3rd and 4 for the Crusaders. Let me guess, another run. No, screen pass. And that's complete pass. Still short for the first down. And we end the first quarter. LC up by 8, 14-6 over Hatboro-Horsham.
Ball is spotted at the 46-yard line. And it'll be the end of the first quarter. 14-6 in favor of the Crusaders.
All right, and we're going to be coming up with the second quarter of play here at Hatter Stadium. LC 14, Hatter 6. Right after this commercial break.
HHTV is your source for news, sports, and entertainment in the Hatboro-Horsham School District. For information about the district, tune to News You Can Use, which does more than give you headlines. It's Elementary, Eye on Academics and Celebration of Excellence are news segments that focus on academic initiatives and student achievement. Sports highlights, news, and features can be found in our Hatters Sports Report segment. Our Community Connection Show puts the spotlight on community partnerships with the school district. HHTV, informing, educating, and entertaining the Hatboro-Horsham School District community for over 10 years.
LC up by 8, 14-6. Nice bottleneck defense. Is it good for the first down? Yes, it is. LC picks up the first down. On the roll alongside Justin Toriani down to the sideline. Miss Riley Shive. LC coming in 2-0. They're beating Hatboro-Horsham 14-6. Hatboro-Horsham coming this game 0-2. They are down. PAT was no good. Quigley up, and he's down on the turf.
Across the 40 down, close to the 35-yard line.
It's going to be a 2nd and 2 situation. Tonight's Wall of Fame night here at Hatters Stadium. In the halftime, we're going to be having a little induction ceremony featuring some of the great athletes Hatboro-Horsham has produced, as earlier reported by Riley Shive down on the sidelines. LC, one receiver in the back. Looks like it will be far enough for the first down. 1st and 10, referees are going to go with it. 1st and 10 for Lansdale Catholic.
Up another first down.
14-6. Lansdale Catholic put up 2 touchdowns within 5 minutes of the first quarter. Hatboro-Horsham tacking on theirs with about 3 minutes of time remaining. 4 12-minute quarters in a standard PIAA football game. Fumble! Recovered by the Hatters! Hatters recover. Defense recovers. The first turnover of the game by the Crusaders. Awesome job by the Hatters defense to recover that. Not going to gain there. Actually, it looks like it's going to be a loss of 5. 2nd and 13, actually. Loss of 3, 2nd and 13. Ball on 31. Gains 5. 3rd and 8. Here is the fumble recovery by the Hatters. Ball comes loose, quickly recovered, then dropped again.
I got all of it. I got all of it.
Gets it. And defense, the Hatters picks it up. Man in motion for the Hatters. Casey Walsh looking to pass it. He'll take it himself. He's got an open lane. And he'll take himself down. Good enough for the first down. Gain of 13. And the Hatters are just shy of one territory. They're actually right on the 50-yard line. Gain of 11 there by Walsh. Loss of 2 on the play.
Adam Spitter. Loss of 2 on the play.
Hatboro-Horsham loses 2. Still their best play, one of their better plays of the night, I should say. 11-yard rush by Casey Walsh. LC defense quick to react. Hatboro-Horsham, I'm saying they're going to go for a pass here. Even though they did have a pass attempt, I think Casey Walsh is going to try to look for a man deep. Loose it. Pass, no good. Incomplete, 3rd and 12.
Ball incomplete over the middle. Finishburg, Calvin Broder. 3rd and 2 for the Hatters. 3rd and 12, check back.
3rd and 12 for the Hatters. Hatters down by 8. Justin, if you have a 4th and long situation, you're only down by 8. Do you think Hatboro-Horsham should go for it?
Runs.
Walsh back. He's going to get a 3rd, 4th and 10
at the 50-yard line.
at the 50 again. So you said don't go for it, right?
Got it.
4th and 10 for the Hatters at the 50-yard
4th and long.
line.
Hatters at the 50-yard line. And looks like the Hatters do go for it. Walsh. It's completed for the first down. Gain of 15. Gain of 15 by the Hatters. Ball on Lansdale Catholic 35. Good pass there by Casey Walsh. Just, you didn't think they were going to go for it. Now what are you thinking? That they have the momentum?
Yeah, you know what? I think that they're going to take that. They're going to keep going.
I do think they have the momentum. Whether or not they'll actually put up a score, get close enough to LC, that's a different story. Walsh takes the handoff. Walsh is in trouble. Throws it out.
Fastball incomplete.
Wasn't sure of the intended receiver there. Here's the first down. 4th down conversion, the first of the night by Hatters. 15-yard pass by Casey Walsh.
34-yard line.
Hatters 2nd and 10. Ball on LC 34. 2nd and 10 situation. They passed the ball 3 times. Whether or not the offense is going to switch it up and go on the ground instead of taking it by the air.
Against the Hatters on that last play.
Looks like a penalty, and they're going to take it to the 44-yard line. And it's going to be 2nd and 20. Wow. So you got 20 yards to make it up. I would say Hatters take a rush here, get as many yards as you can without risking an interception because you still are pretty far back. You get a good healthy rush, break that defensive barrier, try to get yourselves to the 40-yard line. Then I would say a series of short, quick passes, maybe a screen play or two to inch the ball further. 2nd and 15. And they do try to rush the ball.
At the 47-yard line.
Maybe 1. You're not saying any game. Ball on the 47-yard line, 2nd and 15. Casey Walsh. Pass is good. You're still short.
Complete taken out at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39-yard line, 3rd and 5. 3rd and 7, I should say. You know, they did get this far. Looks like whistle's blown. Officials talking. Refs possibly discussing, you know, could it be 3rd down? Could it be 4th down? Maybe they forgot the downs altogether. But Hatboro-Horsham is threatening. So it is going to be 4th and long. Hatboro-Horsham. 4th and long for the Hatters. Looks like they are going to go for it. 4th and 14. I'm saying Casey Walsh is going to pass to Brodus. Brodus may pick up a little bit. Walsh in some trouble. Pushed out of bounds, and it'll be a turnover on bounds.
Knocked out of bounds at the 36-yard line. The Crusaders will take over now with 1 down.
1st and 10 for the Crusaders. Ball on their own 36. They're up by 8. 2nd quarter, 5:46 remaining.
First and 10, Crusaders at their own 32-yard line.
Caught by Quigley, good enough for a 1st down, and then some. Crusaders quickly cross into positive territory, and they're trying to put this game even further out of reach.
Bounces out to the right.
Lansdale Catholic gaining a couple yards. Farther and farther they go. It's been an equal mix, primarily rushing, but Lansdale Catholic is starting to pass the ball a little bit. Earlier in the game, they had 15 straight plays where they ran the ball, mostly to Ryan Quigley. Attempted to go for it, but he didn't exactly get it. Looks like, yeah, got it. Fensterman attempted to go for that, didn't really show anything. 3rd and 6 for LC. Quigley gets the 1st down, wins the ball to the 30-yard line, and the Hatters are looking a little out of gas, and the ball's going to be played on the 30-yard line. Lansdale Catholic again threatening in the red zone. You know, Lansdale Catholic's got a very, very fast-paced offense. I wouldn't say Chip Kelly style, but almost you can resemble it. Erlenbacher.
Erlenbacher on the left side, knocked down around the 25-yard line.
Going to be a gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Ball on the 25. Notice pattern there, all 5s. Better than all 6s. 14-6 LC over Hatboro-Horsham, 2nd and 5 in the 2nd quarter with 3 minutes and some change to go. Both teams have 2 timeouts out left. Quigley going to be down at the 1-yard line. LC almost another touchdown there, making it 20-6, but they're going to be so close, but yet no cookie, as LC is going to take it at the 1-yard line. First and goal, 2:40 remaining. Quigley, he's in. 26 LC over Hatboro-Horsham. Quigley, his X amount of touchdowns, as he is proving he is an offensive machine. 20-6 LC over Hatboro-Horsham here in the second quarter. The ticking squad comes out. There he is, Mr. Quigley himself. Is Bueno. 21-6 Crusaders over Hatters. Second quarter, 2:32 to go. Hatboro-Horsham down by 15. Hatboro-Horsham trying not to lose their 3rd straight. Here's the touchdown by Mr. Quigley. Runs into the back of the defender, goes to the outside, and just scoots in for the touchdown. Just, are you, again, surprised that Quigley ran in for another touchdown?
I'm actually not. I mean, he is really just displaying how agile he is when he's running the ball.
Yeah, he does play 4 positions. He's the safety. He's the kick returner, punt returner, and the running back for the Crusaders, hailing out of Lansdale. Coming up in a few short minutes, we have the Wall of Fame ceremony featuring some of the Hatters and Athletic alums being honored. 2015 Wall of Fame game coming your way shortly. LC kicks it off. High, far into the lights, and it'll be a touchback ball will be taken to the 20-yard line. Hatters have 2 minutes and 30 seconds to do something. Whether or not they will take advantage of that. There's the LC crowd. Oh, glory in their neon and 1980s throwback, and literally looks like a crossing guard convention, I'd say there, right?
Yeah.
Crossing guard convention. Ah, there's the happy section. Some guys got a nice little throw, not a little throw, a nice big throw there. LC crowd is really into it, as they have almost the same amount of people as Hatboro-Horsham does. Tonight's theme is a blackout for the Hatters, as it is 21-6 Lansdale Catholic over Hatboro-Horsham. Two minutes, 29 seconds on the clock for the Hatters to do something. 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line, on their own 20-yard line. Walsh, he's got to take it himself. Nice juke pass. And is he in? Is he in? Is he in? Let's see, does he get up? Ooh, he does get the first down. Ball could be on the 30-yard line. Hatboro-Horsham has 2 timeouts remaining. Justin, we're seeing here that Hatboro-Horsham's primarily rushing the ball. What are they going to do next?
You know what? It's not working too well for them, considering the fact that they are 15 below Lansdale. So I think that they're going to try some passing.
Walsh does pass it to Brodus. Brodus, he's running, he's going down. The 40. He's going to be down at the 40-yard line. A gain of phenomenal amounts. Brodus and Walsh combining again. 1:57 to go. Hatboro-Horsham, indeed, they have smelled the coffee. They're still kicking, down by 15 with 1:57 to go. in the first half. Walsh goes back looking for an open receiver. Incomplete pass, second down. Here's the replay of that incredible pass, an incredible show of speed, taking it roughly 25 yards. Another healthy gain. Hatboro-Horsham has got a strong crowd, I'd say at about 800 people. LC, about 600 estimated attendance tonight, 1,400 people. Thank you for supporting your Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. Whistle blown, flag on the play. Hatters, 5-yard penalty for intentional grounding. They will take a 5-yard loss. 21-6 LC over Hatboro-Horsham. 1:50 remaining in the first half of play. Hatboro-Horsham, Casey Walsh hands it off. It's going to be a loss of 2. Justin, what do you think Lansdale Catholic is going to do in the second half looking forward?
You know what? It's working out pretty well for them, so they're going to keep doing their thing. They're going to keep rushing, and they're going to see where it goes from there.
Casey Walsh looking to pass. Oh! Hatboro-Horsham player runs into the LC bench. It looks like he's going to be all right. It's going to be 4th and long. Hatboro-Horsham, they've converted 1 out of 2 fourth down situations today. Looking back earlier in the first quarter, they had that excellent play by Casey Walsh where he passed the ball 15 yards for the first down and some change, eventually leading to a Hatters touchdown. You have exactly a minute and 15 seconds to put up a score. Do you think Hatboro-Horsham is going to do it? Yes or no?
You know what? I think so. I think they're going to try and pass the ball,
and they don't. They punt it.
Oh.
Quigley calling for the fair catch. Minute and some change remaining in the first half of play here at Hatter Stadium. Coming up at halftime, the moment you've all been waiting for. Hatters alumni coming together, being initiated into the Hatboro-Horsham Athletic Wall of Fame located here at Hatboro-Horsham High School. Quarterback takes it himself, gains 7 on the play. Less than a minute remaining in the first half of play. LC huddling up, discussing maybe they rush, maybe they pass, maybe they'll just knee the ball, run some time off that clock, get in there, get a little bit of Gatorade, come back out, put some more points up in the second half. It was 14-6 at the end of the first quarter. Now 21-6. Deep pass. No good. Almost an incredible pass. No good. It's going to be a second down situation with 24.5 seconds. Justin, don't you just love this moment of the game?
You know what? It's the most intense moment, and that's, it's very exciting.
It's going to get even more exciting considering Hatboro-Horsham, they have this situation. Keep in mind, they have been known to blitz. They can get sacks up there. Will the defense blitz? They don't. Takes it to the 50-yard line. 18 seconds. And the Crusaders take a timeout. They have 1 remaining. And it is going to be a first down So, looking to the second half, Hatboro-Horsham, they had some momentum. They lost it. They had some momentum again, lost it. Had some more momentum, eventually brought it in for a touchdown. Then you look back to about 5 minutes into the quarter when Hatboro-Horsham had that really, really good rushing game, made 3 rush plays in a row, and then passed it, got all the way to the 10-yard line. And here's the HHTV Fall Sports Schedule. Coming to you next Wednesday, 3:30 p.m. Volleyball. The Lady Hatters return to the court. October 1st at 7 p.m. The girls soccer team will be playing again here at Hatter Stadium. 12 days later, you got boys soccer again here at Hatter Stadium. Field hockey, October 20th. And the moment you've all been waiting for. Get those turkeys ready. 11:26, Thanksgiving, 10 a.m. It's football time. Hatboro-Horsham takes on Upper Moreland. LC quickly again. Quickly with the legs. 8 seconds remaining. Quickly does get the first down again. Ball is going to be on the 26 of Hatboro-Horsham. LC. They're there. The Crusaders cruising to the Hatters zone. 8.8 seconds left on the clock. Talking to Coach Kirk earlier, he definitely seen that Hatboro-Horsham kind of faltered a little bit, but he definitely said that he was going to go primarily with the ground game, and he has tonight. Hatters call a timeout. Each team's got 1 timeout remaining. You got 8 seconds left. First half of play, you're down by 2 scores, a little over 2 scores. You got to be thinking about the second half. What can you do? Hatboro-Horsham really hasn't done much. Hatboro-Horsham really needs to focus on what they need to do. Looking forward to the second half, are they going to go with the ground game or are they going to go in the air? That all depends on what Coach Kapusta thinks. But Justin, I'm looking primarily towards they're going to stick with the ground game because that's what's worked. They've gone through the zones. They've had efficient routes. They just haven't had the momentum. What do you think Hatboro-Horsham is going to do?
You know what? I think that they are going to primarily stick to the ground game as well. Although they do need to get a lot more consistent. They've been on and off with the momentum, so.
Yeah, and I agree with that. The momentum has shifted. It's shifted the other way, and right now it's very heavily in the Crusader side. 8 seconds to go. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Crusaders, they're going again, and the quarterback's down at the 11-yard line.
Hey, come on.
16-yard line. 3 seconds remaining here in the first half of play. 21-6 LC Crusaders over the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters. I say that's a complete pass by the ref on the yellow flag. Looks like it's all good. It's going to be first down and goal. Here's the last play by the Crusaders. The quarterback takes it himself. Ooh, a good QB sneak there. He's going to be down to 16. And it looks like the Crusaders are going to go for the field goal. No call. 3 seconds still on the clock. And that's going to be a penalty on the Hatters. Encroachment. And a not so good quarter has just gotten a little worse. With 3 seconds remaining, you're giving yards away to Lansdale Catholic. You have just given them time to have another touchdown and put this game even farther out of reach. penalty is declined by the Crusaders. They are still going to go for the field goal, making it a 24-6 game. Hatboro-Horsham will be down by 18. It's up. And it's bueno. 1 second remaining. 24-6 Crusaders. LC fan section getting into it. Lansdale Catholic is not actually that far away. They use Wissahickon High School football stadium for their home games. So they're really close ground. And there's the lovely Hatters faithful in their blackout clothing. Hatboro-Horsham down by 18, but momentum could shift back into their corner, and hopefully they'll get some more points up on the scoreboard. People getting back to the seats looking for the Hall of Fame, or should I say Wall of Fame ceremony coming up after this play here. Lots of students, parents, faculty members, anybody who just wants to have a good Friday night. The youngins, kickoff by Crusaders. Whistle. Looks like they're gonna have to kick it off again. (24-6) Crusaders over Hatters, with 1 second left in the first half of play. It is high, it is far, and it is caught. Time expires. Brown is still going, and he'll be down at the 42-yard line.
We're playing.
Coming up next, halftime. Not only do we have our halftime highlights, but we also have the Wall of Fame induction ceremony. 24-6, Lansdale Catholic over Hatboro-Horsham at the end of the first half of play. And we're going to be right back with the Wall of Fame ceremonies after this short commercial break.
Recognized for its academic excellence, the Hatboro-Horsham School District is now offering partnerships to businesses looking for ways to connect with the school district community. Hi, I'm Jeannie Hagan. We have many opportunities to help your business reach more customers. Please contact me to begin your partnership with us today.
HHTV now offers DVDs and digital video files of your Hatboro-Horsham School District memories. We have concerts, sporting events, special events, and graduations available for purchase. Ordering is simple. Just go to the Hatboro-Horsham School District website and find the HHTV webpage. Click on How to Order a DVD and send an email describing what you want to purchase. DVD prices vary, and video files are $20 for two types: Windows Media and QuickTime movie files. Video files are yours and should last forever. All proceeds go toward the HHTV department. HHTV, making memories that last a lifetime. The Hatboro-Horsham Television Network can be accessed on multiple media platforms 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. To view on cable, just tune to Channel 28 for Comcast subscribers and Channel 33 for Verizon customers. HHTV is also live streamed on the HHTV webpage. To find it, just navigate to the school district website and click on the HHTV logo. On-demand videos.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hatter Stadium for the Wall of Fame ceremonies. The basketball team, women's basketball team of 1979-1980 has just been announced. They're going out to the 50-yard line for their awards ceremony. We're going to let the PA announcer take it from here. We hope you enjoy the Wall of Fame ceremonies.
regular season record was 22 wins and 0 losses. They were Bucksmont League champions, and 4 of the 5 starters were named to the All-Bucksmont team. The team tri-captains were Barbara Ford, Liz Ann Meldheimer, and Sandy Yerkes. Congratulations to the Lady Hatters Basketball 7980 Bucksmont champs. And up next, Hatters Football 1982 Bucksmont champions. The 1982 Hatter football team was led by head coach Dennis Steinley Sr. and his assistant coaches. The coaching staff played a major role in the success of this team and included Richard Butts, Richard Hahn, Edward Hoffman, Bruce McBride, Ron Robbins, and S. Wood. The 1984 football team is considered by many to be one of the best teams to ever come through Hatboro-Horsham High School. As a member of the tough, hard-nosed Bucksmont League, the 1982 team went undefeated. Those efforts included 5 games where they did not give up a single point, and a game against then powerhouse Central Bucks West, where the Hatters pulled out a 7-2 victory. Before the PIAA statewide rankings existed, this team of Gridiron Warriors was rated the number 17 in the state and the number 1 team in the Philadelphia area by the Philadelphia Daily News. This was also the same year that Coach Dennis Steinley Sr. was voted as the Coach of the Year by the Daily News and the Intelligencer. Congratulations, 1982 Bucksmont football. Up next, a gentleman named John Jurian, class of 1967. A 1967 graduate, John played one of the most important positions on the football field, quarterback. As a football player, John was both tough and versatile, playing both quarterback and safety. During his career, John received multiple Bucksmont All-League selections on offense and defense, was the team captain, most valuable player, and was an all-state selection at quarterback. In addition to football, John was captain of the track team and was voted most athletic in the class of 1967. John went on to Bucknell University, where he played quarterback and was a 2-time football All-East selection. Give it up for John Jurian. Class of 2007, here is Joseph Berry. Pro at 2007 graduate, one of the most decorated athletes in the history of Hatboro-Horsham field events. As a Pro Bowler, he was elected to multiple all-conference and all-area teams. However, Joe's biggest accomplishment came on the state and national stages. Joe graduated from Hatboro-Horsham as the Pennsylvania State Champion with a bowl of 16 feet 3 inches, was a gold medalist at the 10 relays with a ball of 16 3 1/4 inch. Joe also set the unofficial state record at home track meet with a jump of 16 feet 10 inches. He was named the 2007 State Athlete of the Year. Going on to win 5 SEC Pro Bowl titles at the University of Tennessee, and was a 5-time first-team All-SEC selection. Joseph Berry, class of 2007. Class of 2008, Amanda Fredell. Amanda was a 2008 graduate to be considered one of the best pitchers to ever step in the Hatboro-Horsham softball circle. She was a 4-year letter winner and received multiple All-League, All-Intelligentsia, and All-Southeastern Pennsylvania recognition. She pitched in 2 PIAA state championship games during her high school athletic career. Amanda helped the Lady Hatters secure the first ever softball state championship in 2008 with a 3-hit shutout performance. As a senior, she was named the PIAA All-State Team and was voted the Southeastern Pennsylvania Player of the Year, the Pennsylvania State Player of the Year, and the EA Sports All-American. Amanda went on to be a scholarship softball player at Mount St. Mary's, where she was a pitcher for the Lady Mountaineers and collected over 180 strikeouts during her career. Amanda Sadal, class of 2008. Class of 2010, Edward Coon. Edward graduated 2010, was one of the top lacrosse players who have ever played in the Hatboro-Horsham program since its inception in 2002. As a 4-year varsity letter winner and 3-year varsity starter, he received multiple all-conference selections and all-area selections and scored a career 102 goals. As a senior, the accolades grew to be even more impressive. Captain of the team most valuable player, Suburban 1 League first team selection, all-area first team selection, Suburban 1 League lacrosse player of the year, and Eastern Pennsylvania Lacrosse Coaches Association all-state recognition. His head coach, Dave Bowers, stated, and I quote, "Eddie was our heartbeat. It's as simple as that." Edward was a scholarship lacrosse player at Marist College as a true freshman. Edward was a varsity starter and caused the second most turnovers on the team. Edward is being recognized posthumously due to his unfortunate passing in 2011. The Edward Taylor Coombs Foundation was created in his honor and has donated over $145,000 in scholarships and financial assistance to high school and college students in its 4 years of existence. Edward Coombs, class of 2010. There they are, ladies and gentlemen, our Athletic Wall of Fame, class of 2016.
6 recipients of the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters Athletics Wall of Fame for the class of 2015. We're going to take a quick break and then show you the 2015 Hatters marching unit right after this.
HHTV is your source for news, sports, and entertainment in the Hatboro-Horsham School District. For information about the district, tune to News You Can Use, which does more than give you headlines. It's Elementary, Eye on Academics and Celebration of Excellence are news segments that focus on academic initiatives and student achievement. Sports highlights, news, and features can be found in our Hatters Sports Report segment. Our Community Connection Show puts the spotlight on community partnerships with the school district. HHTV, informing, educating, and entertaining the Hatboro-Horsham School District community for over 10 years.
Recognized for its academic excellence, the Hatboro-Horsham School District is now offering partnerships to businesses looking for ways to connect with the school district community. Hi, I'm Jeannie Hagan. We have many opportunities to help your business reach more customers. Please contact me to begin your partnership with us today.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Hatters Stadium. As promised, the HH marching unit is coming up.
We are pleased to present a portion of our 2015 program, Renewal on New Beginnings. year's program features the music of Ron Nelson, Gene Sibelius, and Aaron Copeland. The unit is under the direction of Antonio A. Perez and is under the field direction of drum majors Connor Ellis and Ashita Dace. The unit would like to sincerely thank the Hatboro-Horsham School District, Superintendent Dr. Curtis Griffin, Principal Dennis Williams, Athletic Director Lou James, and the entire staff and faculty of the Hatboro-Horsham High School for assistance. Above all, we would like to thank Hatters for Music for all of the love and support. Drum major, is your unit ready? Presenting their 2015 program, Renewal, A New Beginning. Hatboro-Horsham Marching Unit, you may begin your performance.
gentlemen, we got 1 minute and 15 seconds left in halftime. That was the Hatboro-Horsham marching unit for the 2015 school year. Hatboro-Horsham currently down by 18 points. It is 24-6 going into the second half, and here come your HHTV halftime highlights. Let's take a look. The Crusaders early in the first quarter took a small lead with a touchdown by Quigley, then a jumping touchdown by Quigley again. Hatboro-Horsham, nice pass by Casey Walsh. The brothers for the Hatboro-Horsham touchdown. It's 14-6 at this point. Now we go back to LC. Fumble, recovered. Oh no, it's lost again. Hatboro-Horsham recovers on the defense. Gained momentum there, but no touchdown. Nice pass by Casey Walsh to cover a fourth down with a 15-yard gain. LC comes back. There he goes again. Touchdown. It is 20-6 at this point. PAT's good, 21-6. Casey Walsh makes the pass to Brodus. Brodus goes 25 yards. Brodus goes 25 yards. That drive stalls. And those are your Hatboro-Horsham Television Network halftime highlights. Teams are getting warmed up again. Earlier you saw the actual Wall of Fame ceremony, including classes from 1967 all the way to 2010 with the Edward Coombs Foundation. Justin, Hatboro-Horsham's down by 18 at this point. What do you think Hatboro-Horsham needs to do to prevent any more drives from stalling and to get into the red zone? So far in the first half, they were in the red zone 2 times. Being serious, 2 times in the red zone. Lansdale Catholic, 6 times in the red zone. Really pushing how hard they can be as an offensive rushing team. Justin, what do you think they need to do, Hatboro-Horsham?
Well, number 21 is really their powerhouse, and I think that if they can keep the ball away from him, they can go a lot further than they are, and they really need to step up the game with their passing.
I agree with that for the Hatboro-Horsham defensive standpoint. Looking at the Hatboro-Horsham offensive standpoint, Hatboro-Horsham, get off the ground, literally. Get the ball in the air, because Lansdale Catholic is 100% expecting you to go on the ground. Lansdale Catholic, on the offensive standpoint, they had 15 passes in the first quarter consecutively that were on the ground, which led to those 2 touchdowns by the Crusaders. As we get ready for the second half of play, Hatboro-Horsham down by 18. We're going to take a short little break here, and we're going to come back with second half action. Lansdale Catholic 24, Hatboro-Horsham 6.
HHTV is your source for news, sports, and entertainment in the Hatboro-Horsham School District. For information about the district, tune to News You Can Use, which does more than give you headlines. It's Elementary, Eye on Academics and Celebration of Excellence are news segments that focus on academic initiatives and student achievement. Sports highlights, news, and features can be found in our Hatters Sports Report segment. Our Community Connection Show puts the spotlight on community partnerships with the school district. HHTV, informing, educating, and entertaining the Hatboro-Horsham School District community for over 10 years. HHTV now offers DVDs and digital video files of your Hatboro-Horsham School District memories. We have concerts, sporting events, special events, and graduations available for purchase. Ordering is simple. Just go to the Hatboro-Horsham School District website and find the HHTV webpage. Click on How to Order a DVD and send an email describing what you want to purchase. DVD prices vary, and video files are $20 for 2 types: Windows Media and QuickTime movie files. Video files are yours and should last forever. All proceeds go toward the HHTV department. HHTV, making memories that last a lifetime.
All right. Second half action coming your way. Here we go. Lansdale Catholic Crusaders 24, Hatboro-Horsham Hatters 6. Lansdale put up 9 points roughly in the second quarter. Hatboro-Horsham put up a big fat 0. Hatboro-Horsham only got their touchdown in the first quarter. Lansdale Catholic will be kicking to Hatboro-Horsham. They will be receiving tonight's attendance, 14,602. 1,462 people in tonight's game. Kicking off, LC, yep. Hatboro-Horsham is short. And get the 20-yard line, touchback. So far, it's been a Crusaders dominating the game on the ground. Keeping in mind, the first 15 plays of the game were entirely on the ground, and they made all of their rushing. They didn't have a single turnover. Hatboro-Horsham has had one turnover. They also had a great fumble recovery in the second quarter as well. Awesome. Gave them a little bit of momentum. Again, did nothing with it. Hatboro-Horsham, Casey Walsh standing there. Looked like he was ready to take the snap, but he's not. Plays called. Brodus. Brodus breaks through. Fumbles loose. Defense recovers. Hatters fumble the ball. Defense recovers. Here's a replay of the fumble recovery by the Crusaders from Lansdale Catholic. There you go, that's how you protect the ball. Way to go, Crusaders. Again, you're watching the Hatboro-Horsham Television Network. Hatboro-Horsham offense ready, two in the backfield. Casey Walsh trying to take himself over there. I'm Bill Rowland alongside first-time announcer Justin Torgani, and down on the sidelines is Riley, and she's been kind of quiet down there. We'll go to her later with some stats and good old fun stuff as we always do here on the Hatboro-Horsham Television Network. Lansdale Catholic! Quickly again! He got his second touchdown of the game. It's 30-6 Crusaders. And the Lansdale Catholic fan section, not sure if you can see it, they were bouncing up and down. It literally looked like a neon sign bouncing up and down in the store window. Trying to make it 25-6, putting the game really far out of reach. Is up and is good. 31-6 LC over Hatboro-Horsham. Hatboro-Horsham now down by 25. Justin, Hatboro-Horsham has just dug their hole a little bit bigger. And there you go. LC touchdown, quick feet. Quigley is so quick. You can't even tell that his legs are moving. That's how fast Quigley is. Hatters will get a chance to, quote unquote, redeem themselves after the fumble recovery by the Crusaders led to a touchdown. It's 31 Crusaders. Hatters defense coming out for the kick return. And we got a little bit of a SpongeBob theme song going over on the LC side. There's the nice LC crowd. Brodus has it. 10-yard line. He's at the 20. He's still going. 30, 40, 50. He's unstoppable. 50, 49-yard line. After picking it up at the 5. Incredible play by Brodus on the kick return. Hatboro-Horsham in plus territory. Justin, they're awake. Justin, what do you think about that rushing play, or should I say kick return? Wow, the Hatters have finally woken up and smelled the coffee. They got some energy in those legs.
It is really showing Cameron Brodus's, just his agility.
He is a fierce competitor. You could easily put him up against Quigley. There's Cameron Brodus at 123 yards on the ground, using them powerful legs of his against the Panthers from Quakertown. Unfortunately, Hatters got doubled up. They lost 38-19 that game. They're down by 25 this game, showing reminders of the first game against Penrith. Casey Walsh pass to Brodus again, the 40. He's going to be down at the 31 yard. Great play by Brodus as he's taking it in the air. He's taking it on the ground. He's taking off the kick returns too. Hatboro-Horsham on the play. Second down and 3 to go after that play by the Hatters. Each team still has 3 timeouts remaining. Ball on the 25-yard line. Hatboro-Horsham down by 25, have some momentum after the extended return by Brodus. Casey Walsh fires it. Intercepted at the 10-yard line. The 50, the 40, the 30, the 20, the 10, touchdown Crusaders, and they have officially put the game out of reach. It is 37-6 LC over Hatboro-Horsham. Holy moly, talk about a silencing of the crowd. Thought it was a good pass deep, and what happened? Intercepted, taken almost the entire field from the 9-yard line in their own territory all the way to a touchdown. It's good. 38-6, Lansdale Catholic over Hatboro-Horsham. There's the LC fan section. Let's see, who's the crossing guard? 1, 2, 3, a lot of crossing guards there. Here's a replay of the interception touchdown. Casey Walsh goes for the pass intended for Brodus. Just not good enough, picked off, and he takes it almost 100 yards. Wow, look at that run. Almost tackled there at the 45-yard line, but he can just take it in there. And I think the ball boys have had enough down there. There's the LC crowd. I think it's a crossing guard convention, more or less. Throwing it back to the 1980s for LC tonight. Hatboro-Horsham has a blackout. There's the LC bench. And the Hatters will have the third time to redeem themselves after a touchdown. Both touchdowns this quarter by LC have been from the defensive standpoint. They recovered the fumble and ran that for a touchdown. They come back on the interception touchdown, almost 100 yards for a run. And now Hatboro-Horsham is down by 32. It's going to be a touchback. Hatters will take it out to the 20. Justin, what do you think the Hatters are thinking about in the back of their minds, knowing they're down by 32 points and they still got another little over 2 quarters to play? What do you think is the mentality of the Hatters offense?
Oh, well, you see, Bill, I think that their spirits are kind of crushed right now. They've been keeping it on the ground, and when they tried to switch it up, they got an interception. So I don't think there's much they can do right now, but we'll see what happens.
And how about the defense? They've just given up 14 points in the span of 2.5 minutes. What do you think the defense needs to do?
They really need to step up their game, and they.
Brodus through, and he's going to be tackled at the 25-yard line.
They got a run for the Hatters. Gain of 5.
A gain of 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5. 9 minutes remaining here in the third quarter. Looks like it's going to be a substitution. Number 51 is going to be coming out for the Hatters. Hatboro-Horsham on their own 25. Casey Walsh passes it.
Ball to his pass is complete. Far side, about the 28-yard line.
The Hatters side of the field is really quieted down now. Hatboro-Horsham making a run. Luke Galehouse came out of the game for the Hatters. You saw him walking off the field, number 51. Looks like he was subbed in for.
Up to the 33-yard line, he gets short. That was enough for Hatters first down.
First and 10 for the Hatters on their own 32. Casey Walsh looking for a man. Pass complete to Brodus. Brodus looking for a route. He's going to be tackled at the 49-yard line. A gain of 17.
Whatever sets it up to the 49-yard line of the Hatters. That's the 44-yard line.
My mistake, the 44-yard line. Hatboro-Horsham first and 10 situation again. Rushing the ball. Gonna be a loss of 1.
Up behind the line of scrimmage. Penalty flags are flying.
Hatters cheerleaders are saying win, win, win. But when you're down by 32 points, there's Coach Capusto, walking boot and all. What is the situation that he's thinking? Well, if I was a coach, I would be thinking in my head, I'm down by 32. Let's not have them make a move on us. Close off those defensive gaps, play close quarters defense, almost go for a Hail Mary, you know, once in a while. And another foul called against Hatboro-Horsham, a personal foul. Again, Hatboro-Horsham penalties as well. They have had 5 penalties called against them. Coach Capusta, if I was him right now, I'd be thinking, I'm down by 32. I got 19 minutes of football left to play. I am going to go on the ground as long as I can to make plays. Casey Walsh knocked down, almost picked off again.
Knocked down at the line of scrimmage.
And just so you know, there are 2 quarterbacks on the team. They have a sophomore, Chris Edwards. He's 6 foot, has a very good arm, and he is currently on the sideline in place of Casey Walsh, who's 5'8", and is left-handed. Casey Walsh, fumble! Recovered again by LC at their own 15-yard, on the Hatboro-Horsham Hatters 15-yard line. LC second fumble recovery of the game, second fumble recovery of the quarter. And here's a replay of the Hatters' second fumble of the quarter. There you go. And that's another reason. And there's another possible reason why Coach Capusta could be down. And Hatboro-Horsham down by 32. Lansdale Catholic threatening. They are on the 18-yard line. 1st and 10. Touchdown, LC.
Touchdown,
44-6 now. And now, this is where almost the mercy rule comes into effect. Not sure if you know what the mercy rule is. The mercy rule for PIAA football is if a team is up by 40 points, the clock will not stop unless there is an injury or a timeout called. Lansdale Catholic up by 39. Kick is good. It is 45-6. And speaking of the quarterback, Chris Edwards, he's currently warming up on the sidelines. Here is the touchdown again by LC. Their 6th touchdown of the game. They got a field goal earlier in the 2nd quarter. And now they're up by 39. My thinking is that the coach is going to rest some of his starters, let some of the JV kids get in there because he's got a lot of yellow and white on that bench over there, Justin. As you can tell from our perspective, literally, there's about a good 20 yards of just yellow and white. So looking at the size of the Hatters bench, they're going from roughly 35-yard line to the 50-yard line. So there's not many Hatters out there. There is the Hatters bench. Kind of a little bit disappointed there, but you know, you can't keep your heads down low for long. Lansdale Catholic 45, Hatboro-Horsham 6. The kickoff by the Crusaders is up, and it's back to Brodus. And he takes the 2-yard line. He's making a move. Taken down at the 16-yard line. And Hatboro-Horsham is really needing some points here, down by 39. Chris Edwards is going into the game in place of Casey Walsh. Let's see what the 6-foot sophomore has to do with that struggling offense that is the Hatters. Hatters down by 39. 6:40 to go here in the 3rd quarter. Balls on their own 16. Fake.
On the Hatters carry up to the 25
Gain of 7 yards by Brodus. It'll be 2nd and 3. Hatboro-Horsham down by 39.
Casey Walsh
Gotta
on
gain
the
the first
keeper
down.
across the 25 up to about the 27-yard line. Check that. Chris Edwards under center for the Hatters.
There he is, the 6-foot sophomore. That is Chris Edwards coming in to replace Casey Walsh. Hatboro-Horsham down by 39. Their biggest deficit of the season so far. And the way it's keeping going, if my mathematical predictions are right of all of my math teachers I've had since 1st grade, Lansdale Catholic, according to my stats, is going to put up at least 54 points if they can get another touchdown and said field goal in this quarter and maybe a field goal next quarter. They will be able to put up 54 points and Hatboro-Horsham's on pace for about 12. That's going to clear it for a 1st down. Ball to the attack on their own 30.
Up close to the 30-yard line for the Hatters. Adam Studer. First down, Hatters at their
Chris Edwards goes for another ground play.
Gain of 1 on the play.
1 yard gain, 2nd and 9, third quarter, 4:20 to go. Hatboro-Horsham down by 39, less than 4 minutes remaining here. Chris Edwards, he passes.
Edwards pass.
Almost
Ball
caught.
incomplete up at the 40-yard line. Intended for Joe Lee at the Hatters number 3. Third down and 9 for the Hatters.
Hatboro-Horsham really quiet now. You know, the fans are quiet. I think some have left, but there's still a good crowd here. Deep pass, no good.
Edwards pass ball incomplete downfield. 4th and 9 for the Hatters at their own 32-yard line. Henry brought it in the punt for the Hatters.
And nobody's back to receive the kick. I think Lansdale Catholic scored going for conservative. Let the ball roll. They already up by 39.
Down at the Crusaders' 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line. Cheerleaders trying to make something of the game. At least they always have a smile on their face. Isn't that right, Justin? Cheerleaders always make the game better.
They really do.
Oh, even in the case when you are down by 30. No, you still gotta do it. Hatboro-Horsham on the defensive side. Fumble recovery. Took the ball right out of his hands. Hatboro-Horsham, oh my God, I can't believe I'm saying this. Hatboro-Horsham robs LC of an opportunity to do something. We have the ball on their own 13-yard line. We're in the red zone for the 3rd time today. Let's see that replay. We stole the ball right out of his hands. Way to go, number 57. You're HH strong. Hatboro-Horsham, less than 2 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Down by 39. Have an opportunity to do something. Justin, what do they do?
You know,
Run, pass, or just do nothing and let the clock run out?
do nothing and let the clock run. That's pretty much what they've done all game.
Well, I do have to admit they have let the clock run out. I think they know it in their hearts and in their heads they're not going to win this game. Unless there's a huge monumental collapse. Snap. Gain of 1. Un minuto left. And Lansdale Catholic Crusaders, man, they have came out and conquered Hatboro-Horsham. Much like their first game of the season where they beat William Penn Charter 42-7. That game was a blowout, and it wasn't even held in the state. It was actually a down the shore exhibition match, and that was a blowout there. And they're blowing out Hatboro-Horsham too. Deep pass. Picked off in the end zone by LC. Ryan Quigley. Another interception by LC. Hatters miss another opportunity with 35 seconds to go.
take over on their own 20-yard line.
Hatboro-Horsham is going to let the clock run out. And this third quarter mercifully come to a close. End of the third quarter, LC puts up 21 points. Hatboro-Horsham again puts up the goose egg. And we're going to be right back with the final quarter here at Hatter Stadium. LC 45, Hatter 6. We're going to see you on the other side of this commercial break.
HHTV is your source for news, sports, and entertainment in the Hatboro-Horsham School District. For information about the district, tune to News You Can Use, which does more than give you headlines. It's Elementary, Eye on Academics and Celebration of Excellence are news segments that focus on academic initiatives and student achievement. Sports highlights, news, and features can be found in our Hatters Sports Report segment. Our Community Connection Show puts the spotlight on community partnerships with the school district. HHTV, informing, educating, and entertaining the Hatboro-Horsham School District community for over 10 years.
Recognized for its academic excellence, the Hatboro-Horsham School District is now offering partnerships to businesses looking for ways to connect with the school district community. Hi, I'm Jeannie Hagan. We have many opportunities to help your business reach more customers. Please contact me to begin your partnership with us today.
And they kind of got an early jump on us. LC's already trying to make another touchdown run, and they put in their reserves too. All of their reserves are in. None of their starters are remaining in the game. They kind of have the confidence building up. 45-6.
That's going to be the quarterback, sophomore number 12 for Lansdale Catholic.
So you're down by 39. You have a lot of time on that clock. Is it going to get worse, Justin?
Yes, it will, Bill. And they're just going to keep
There's
pounding.
the optimism. Up, whistle blown. Love the optimism. Really potent optimism. I honestly don't think they're going to come back either. But look at the bright side of things. The game's almost done. Hatboro-Horsham offense has really been lacking here. They put up one touchdown in the first quarter. Everything else has not shown up. So really, Hatboro-Horsham has just been, trying to prevent them from scoring 100 points. And it looks like we do have Steve Lipinski, the athletic trainer, trying to get somebody out of a cramp. Yeah, it looks like a muscle cramp in the leg there. LC again.
Right up the middle, tackled by host of Hatter. Short of the first down. That is now 3rd and 12. That's the 41-yard line. Michael Rippon, number 26, carried the ball for LC.
Hatboro-Horsham, the defense is just trying to stop the bleeding right now. And, I'm looking at the other scores around the league. There are no other games that are blowouts like this. And it's not, I'm not saying the game's, not bad, but no other team has been blown out this bad so far this year, such as Hatboro-Horsham. They gave up 93 points in the first two games. You add that on to the 45 they have. They've given up 138 points in 3 games while only scoring 48. That's a difference of 95 points. Justin, what do the Hatters need to do to stop the bleeding?
Well, they really need to, try and make that the points that they've scored and the points they've given up. They really need to try and make that even. They need to bring those numbers together, and they really need to score some goals.
Yeah, I mean, if you notice, all the players that are currently on the LC field, none of them are the starters. Yeah, Hatboro-Horsham still has all their starters, and Chris Edwards has it. And 8 minutes to go. I mean, really, you're just gonna want to. My thing here is, I'm down by 39. I know I'm not coming back. At least get me let me get a field goal, so I'm not stuck in single digits. And that ball is not even close to the intended receiver. Hatboro-Horsham's gonna have it as another go. So, in Hatboro-Horsham, we have, lower class games. As Edwards takes it himself, he's across the 50. He's at the 40, down at the 35. Wow, finally he puts on the Jets and shows us what he's got. He takes it all the way from the zone 36, takes it across to the 35-yard line. And Hatboro-Horsham right now, they're in a transition phase. They're kind of like the Philadelphia Phillies right now, as they all know. They're not exactly one of the good teams. Holding on the offense. They're going to repeat the down. If you look at the Philadelphia Phillies, they really are in a rebuilding phase. They're trying to bring everybody up. Let's see the replay on this one. As the ref there's, having a little smile himself. As we come back to live action. You look at the Philadelphia Phillies, how they're really in a rebuilding phase right now. Their minor league systems are phenomenal. Reading is currently in the second round of the playoffs. That's besides the point. Hatboro-Horsham freshman football team has had the best record out of all the football programs that have freshman teams. The past 2 years, they have had undefeated seasons. Chris Edwards passes the front, he at the 50, 45, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Hatters! Hatboro-Horsham gets out of the single digits, and they get something on the board. It is 45-12, Hatboro with the touchdown. Wait, make sure they make the PAT, because that's what they've been having problems with all night. There's the Hatboro-Horsham marching unit. There's the smiling face as well. I don't know. He doesn't look happy. We got a score. They're out of single digits. And one of the fans just shouted at Hatboro-Horsham, why don't you do that every play? Man, I agree with that guy. Why don't we do that every play? Hatboro-Horsham currently down by 33. And here comes Jung Kim. It's up. It's good. They made the PAT. Hatboro-Horsham down by 32. It's 45-13 in the fourth quarter. Here's the touchdown by Hatboro-Horsham. Great pass by Chris Edwards. Oh, he evades the tackler. He goes from the 50, the 40, the 30, 20, 10. He takes it all the way, and Hatboro-Horsham gets out of single digits. And the cheerleaders are doing their push-ups. And there he is, the man of the quarter. Chris, give us a little smile, will you? No, he's too focused on the game. Okay. 6 minutes, 34 seconds remaining here in the fourth quarter of play. The stadium's got a new light. The fan section is up in their pride and glory. And hopefully the Hatters can put up some more numbers. And there's the marching band giving a little bit of pep to the step for the cheerleaders and to get this student section rocking. Kickoff received by LC. He'll take a knee at the 21-yard line, a little bit past a touchback. And we got 6 minutes and 30 seconds exactly remaining on the clock. Hatboro-Horsham that went. And there's Casey Walsh, most dissatisfied with his performance. He goes 1 for 5 passing with count them, 2 interceptions. Hatboro-Horsham finally out of single digits. More importantly, can they prevent LC from getting more points on the board? Justin, what do you think?
I think that it is very vital, although I don't think that there's going to be any more development in the game for the Hatters. I think it is stop.
And LC will be down at the 20-yard line for a loss of 1. That is LC's first loss of the game. That's the first time they've had a negative rush. Well, we certainly do have some pep in our step there. Hatboro-Horsham got a new light with that touchdown. Only down by 32 now. Hatboro-Horsham still has all their main starters in. LC on the second stringers, giving their regular starters a break. Down by 32, ball is at the 26-yard line. Tonight's crowd, there was about 1,400 people earlier, Justin. I think there might even be more people have come along the sidelines. It does look pretty packed, especially for an early season game like this. Normally in the Thanksgiving Day game, everybody's sold out, but this is a pretty good crowd for tonight. Fans shouting for a timeout, but obviously no good there. Some of the students' organization present. We have student council representatives, and the cheerleaders are throwing footballs into the stands. Lansdale Catholic calls a timeout. Justin, what do you think they can possibly be discussing? They're up by 32. What do you think?
I think they're saying keep the momentum going and prevent the Hatters from scoring.
There's the marching band getting everybody a little bit more into the game. And here comes the remaining football schedule for the Hatters. Next Friday, the game has been scheduled to next Thursday because of the incoming papal visit. Again, next Thursday game away at Moreland has been moved to next Thursday, the 23rd at 7 p.m. at Moreland. They take on October 2nd, they take on home against Upper Merion. October 9th, home against Springfield. They go on the road and they take on the Trojans of Wissahickon. October 23rd, Plymouth Whitemarsh comes to town, always a conference leader. October 30th, Upper Dublin. And then wrapping the season up here at home with the Battle of the Border against Upper Moreland, Thanksgiving Day, kickoff set for 10 a.m. And the cheerleaders doing their thing, getting the Hatters fans pumped. Hey, let's go Hats.
Let's go Hats.
Momentum is definitely not in the Hatters' favor, even though they did get a touchdown. 3:50 remaining here in the final quarter of play. Hatboro-Horsham has possession on the 35, on their own 35-yard line, trying to make something. Huddling up, we still see Chris Edwards out there. Looks like Casey Walsh is not going to come back in this game. He was subbed in for. I'm saying Chris Edwards, he's gonna pass the ball. I knew he was gonna pass the ball, and he's in trouble. He's gonna take it himself. 35-yard line. He loses a yard on that after dropping back 15 yards on the way back. Flag on the play. Definitely in protection mode right there. As you can tell, that's, you know, he was literally just trying to save himself there. He didn't care what happened. He was just trying to save himself. Lots of penalties have been called. I've seen the anger in Casey Walsh. I've seen the anger in Kapusta. Hatboro-Horsham with their heads hanging down. Oh, that's going to dock him 10 yards. No penalty that gets us to find that. We got a good amount in the student section, about 200 kids, which is pretty good for the beginning of the season game. Usually later in the season, more and more people will come, or sometimes less and less, depending on the weather. But tonight is a beautiful night for football. Low humidity, nice little breeze. Everybody's happy. Everybody's having a good time. Bullet pass taken down at the 30-yard line. First and 20. Now it's going to be second and 16, approximately. Second and 14, exactly. Long pass, caught, 30, 20, down to the 20. Hatboro-Horsham gets into Lansdale Catholic territory, and the momentum swings to the other side as Hatboro-Horsham is alive. Well, not 100% well, but they're well enough to keep on kicking, and they're just chiseling that well. And here is the play that gave the Hatters positive yardage and the momentum where they can score another touchdown and hopefully get in 20 points out of there. Nice protection there. 10-yard line, gonna be down, first and goal. They're alive and kicking, ladies and gentlemen. Hatboro-Horsham Hatters, they've got their thinking hats on and they're just brushing everything off. Leading by Chris Edwards. There you go, Chris. 9-yard line, first and goal for the Hatters. And off. Short of the touchdown. Looks like the ball is going to be placed at the 3-yard line. They got less than a minute remaining. Somebody keeps yelling, call for a timeout. I think Hatboro-Horsham's literally in protective mode right now. 30 seconds remaining on the clock. Hatboro-Horsham needs to do something here. In for the touchdown! Hatboro-Horsham gets a touchdown. It's 45-19. 28.2 seconds remaining. 45-19. Hatboro-Horsham is finally awoken and smelled the coffee. Out comes Casey Walsh, holding down for Jeff Kim. And there's our cheerleaders trying to go for the PAT. If I was Kapusta, I'd go for the 2-point. It's up. It's good. Hatboro-Horsham gets 20 points, only down by 25, 28 seconds. I think now it's just time to shake hands and give it up. Here's the touchdown by the Hatters to get them to 19 points. PAT gives them 20. Chris Edwards, the man, he drives into that touchdown. And the cheerleaders are doing 7 more push-ups. And the band's playing My Girl.
Have 5 touchdowns, okay?
Up. Oh, they're doing all the way to 20 push-ups. Come on, 7 more, girls. 2 more. Get that last one in. There you go. 20 push-ups for the cheerleaders as they give a wave to the student section. 28 seconds remaining in the final quarter of play. Hatboro-Horsham down by 25. They started scaring me there for a minute. It looked like a fish dead in the water. I don't know what they did to that water, whether they electrocuted it or something, but that fish is alive and kicking. Hatboro-Horsham gonna finish only down by 25. Kick is high. Danny's gonna kneel it down at the 25-yard line. Clock is gonna continue to wind down. LC's just gonna let it give up. 15 seconds remaining. 45-20 is gonna be your final score here tonight. 5 seconds. And that's gonna be it here from Hatter Stadium. That's the final score. Lansdale Catholic Crusaders defeat Hatboro-Horsham Hatters 45-20. Lansdale Catholic remains undefeated. Hatboro-Horsham still has yet to get a win. Again, your final score here from Hatter Stadium in Horsham, Pennsylvania. Lansdale Catholic 45, Hatboro-Horsham Hatters 20. I'm Bill Rowland for Justin Naturiani, Riley, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Morse, and all the interns and everybody here at the Hatboro-Horsham Television Network. We thank you for watching tonight's game. Have a good night.